Hello everyone, I am Snehal Ghungde from TY Civil along with my teammates Vaishnavi Gaikwad, Shambhuraj Katkar, Om Gole and Shreya Ghadge. Today, farmers are facing water storage issue during non-monsoon periods due to rapid evaporation of stored water in reservoirs, ponds and tanks. Without accurate estimation of evaporation rate, planning and managing water storage become difficult, leading to inefficient use of water, also crop losses. To giving thought, our idea to predict evaporation rate and optimize water storage planning using Penman's equation and data-driven approach.
Objectives of this idea. The first objective is to accurately estimate evaporation rates of stored water after the monsoon. Second, use of Penman's equation and machine learning to forecast water availability. Third, to provide farmers with decision support for irrigation and storage planning and irrigation frequency.
So this is our app Penman Evaporation Calculator. When someone uses the app, they type the local weather numbers like the temperature, humidity, wind speed, sunlight, and the pond and the reservoir surface area into the browser form. The React frontend immediately packages those values and send them to the server as a small JSON request. After that, on the server, Fast API first checks the data is complete and sensible, then runs the Penman evaporation routine, a compact scientific formula that computes how many millimeters of water will evaporate per day and splits the result into sun-driven and wind-driven components. The server then converts that rate into useful figures, saves the calculation, and it inputs to the MongoDB history collection for future comparison and returns the full result as a JSON. Back in the browser, the front end receives the JSON within seconds and updates the page states and redraws the UI. A large evaporation number, component breakdown, seasonal and storage charts, and a recommended reservoir capacity in cubic meters. Plus, the run is added to the history so you can compare past calculations. So let's see how the app works. So here we have taken temperature as 27, humidity as 85, wind speed, solar radiation, and let's take the location of Chinsword and the reservoir area as the 1000. And if we calculate the evaporation, we can see it as 4.66. If we change the values, like let's take here 90, we can see that the value has changed from previous. Also, there is a result and analysis tab over here. We can see evaporation analysis, seasonal storage analysis, and also irrigation recommendations are given over here. And at last, there is an history tab. All the searches we have done previously and now are seen over here.
The applications of Penman equation calculator are as follows. The first is agriculture water management. It helps farmer and irrigation engineers to estimate water requirement for crops. It is useful in scheduling irrigation to avoid over and under watering. Second is hydrological studies. It assesses the water balance calculation for catchments, reservoir, and basins. It supports the flood control and drought assessment. Then third is climate and water research. It is useful to study the effect of temperature, humidity, wind speed, and solar radiation on evaporation rates. It helps in climate change modeling and prediction of evapotranspiration rates. Then fourth is reservoir and dam operation. It is helpful to estimate the water losses due to evaporation from reservoir and tanks. Then fifth is urban and environmental planning. It supports the green infrastructure planning such as lakes, ponds, and artificial wetlands. It is useful for urban water conservation strategies. Thank you.